of this afterwards. Okay, technical difficulties, but we are back and we're gonna finish up strong here with some core work done off of my timer. So you guys are gonna be working with 40 seconds on, 10 seconds off. So we have just only transition time. That's all that 10 seconds is. It's not really technically rest. We're gonna start you guys off in our half side plank with our internal external rotation. So get yourself set up like this. I'm gonna press start on this timer. We're gonna do our thing. Ready, set. All right, here we go. There was no beat, but it was a starting one. Let's do this. So we're gonna get into this position. We're gonna external and then internal. Rotate this hip in and out while trying to keep this leg lifted up and my hips pushed forward in this side plank. So we're working through this one. Now, at any point if this gets too hard, because this is actually really a lot harder than it looks. We can always not do that internal external rotation and just hold the leg, or we can rest the foot and work with just opening up the leg like this instead. So you have 10 seconds left. Stay with us. Do something. 3, 2, 1, and then we'll rest. There was that little subtle beat, and we'll switch over to the other side. So you guys can switch over here, and then we'll go same thing starting right now. Here we go. Let's do this. My video probably has like the end of me just staring at my screen for like 3 minutes, trying to figure out why the internet went out. It's okay. Halfway, guys, 20 seconds left. So same idea, whatever you did on the first side, we'll try our best to do over here, whether you had your foot down, kept it up, all of the above. 10 seconds left. Ooh, the core work. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Okay, so the next one's on our back. So quickly getting onto our back, we're gonna do our hollow hold. So we have our lower back into the floor, shoulders, arms up, shoulders are gonna crunch off the floor, 90 degrees at the knees, and then we're going to hold one of these positions. So with the arms out, if you can keep your back down, then you can send one leg out, and we're going to just hold for this amount of time. If you're not going to make it, you can bring the leg back in, do something to be able to make it, because you've got 15 seconds left. So eventually we can work our way to having both legs and arms extended, but it is crucial that your lower back is tight with the floor. But we know this, because we've been working on this one. Okay, flipperoo, last is going to be a plank hold. So we're keeping it nice and simple today with the plank hold. If you want to make this a little bit harder today, what we're going to do is dip our hips right and left. Not too much that we're actually touching our hips on the floor, but just enough to add a little bit of movement into this. It's important that we keep our hips low and we're not lifting up to like a pike position. And we'll be feeling some work happening kind of on the sides here. If you are doing that little rotation, that little dip with your hips, the hip dip, 15 seconds left. Oh, the plank. Good job, you guys. 3, 2, 1, and time. All right, we're gonna hustle right into our second set, where we're going back into this half side plank with that rotation. So get yourself into formation, lift up, push your hips forward, lifting the leg, and then here we go. So in and out, and trying to keep your hips pushed forward in front of you so that we don't have, I'll show you from the side here, this like bent hip situation. We want a straight body in the front here. Halfway. Oh, yes. Good job, you guys. So breathe through this. We have 10 seconds left. There it is. 3, 2, 1, and switch up, through. So we're gonna flip over to the other side here. Hustling over there, because we gotta start right now. Here we go. Same thing over here. In and out. Working through this one. Whatever you did on the first side, we're trying our best to do over here. Although this one is very sneaky because really both of our sides of our hips are working on each side here. So you do your first side and it's hard. We know it's hard. But then we get to the second side and it feels like really freaking hard, like almost impossible because of the way that this one works is we've already worked our hips. So hopefully you're still breathing through it. So you're almost there. Distraction. 3, 2, 1, and time. Good job, you guys. Okay, so we have these next two static holds. First one is the hollow hold, which is the one on our back. We have that plank hold, the little hip dips. So let's get into this position here. Now this one is our static, which means we're not moving. We're just going to stay in one of these positions. So whether it's with the leg out, you have to keep the back down. You can even do a little hybrid, which we talked about before, maybe the arms down, the leg up. And we're trying our best to hold one position, but if I'm going to be honest with you guys, hollow holds are like probably one of the hardest core exercises out there. So you might not be able to hold your entire time out in that one position, but trying to go out there and still keeping your back down, that's going to get you stronger. Rest and flipperoo, because we have a plank hold. Yeah. Now, good news is, you guys, we only have 3 sets of this, so we're going to get this plank hold in right now, and then we have one more round. Then you are free to go. So we'll get into this front holding position, and if you want to add a little bit of dipping side to side in this, make it a little bit more challenging. Let's do it. 20 seconds left. There it is. And time. Nice work, you guys. Okay, I was just making sure. I was having a little anxiety there. Thought it was disconnected again. All right, here we go. Final set. This is it. Number 3 of this rotation. So we're working through and trying to keep those hips forward, pulling our belly button in, feeling the work that's happening in our core, on the side of our core, from holding this side plank, feeling the work on the hips, both sides. Oh, it burns, but you're still working through it. 15 seconds left. I gave you guys lots of options. So if you're not going to make it, do the easier version because you're almost there. In 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Nice job. All right. Flip it over. Let's do the other side. Getting ready to lift right about now. Here we go. So this is it. This is the last set of this one, the last side. Try to keep it even. Try to do whatever we did on the first side. This last set, even though we're really tired and sore and burning, but you're working through it for 20 more seconds. You can do this. You just have to do it. That's all. Push yourself and breathe. Remember that exhale? It will help right now. You're not going to make it. Take a big breath in and exhale it out. 10 seconds left. You're almost there. It's like 2 more deep breaths. Let's go. Let's go. 3, 2, 1. Okay, you guys, nice work. I know that one is very hard. Okay, so last 2, and then we are done. Yay! So the hollow hold, we're gonna get this one done. Get it in, holding here. Trying to breathe into this one, whatever version, whatever position you are holding it in, or whatever level. You got 20 seconds left to try to maintain that. Try to push your back down a little bit stronger if you can. Breathe a little bit more controlled if you can. 10 more seconds. So close. 3, 2, 1. Nice. Okay. Flip it over, you guys. This is it. We have this plank hold that is going to take us to the finish line. Ready? Ready enough? Let's go. So we're going to hold this here. Strong hip dips, keeping the hips low if you're doing them. Not going too far to touch the hips down, but just enough to feel that work. oh, and we got 20 seconds left. So when in doubt, whatever you do, just hold the plank. That is the most important thing for the next 15 seconds, is that you stay with us. So if you let your knees down, pick them back up. See if you can stay with us. 10 more seconds. If you're not going to make it, widen up your feet. Keep holding it. 4, 3, 2, 1, and time. Good job, you guys. Oh, yes, we made it in with literally 1 minute to spare, even with the technical difficulties. Yay. Maybe a little bit rushed on the explanation, but that's okay. So what we're going to do is finish you guys off with a quick stretch. We're already down here, so we'll get you going in some of these cat-cows. You can choose which one you think is the cat and the cow, but we'll go through this about 3 times, up and down. If you want to do more, you can. We're not going to do too much stretching because we don't have time, but I am going to leave you with a couple that I do suggest you do, and this is one of them. And you can take it down to this one, which is going to help you loosen up your lower back, which is something that most of us might want at this point. Okay, so most importantly, you guys, hip flexors, we should definitely take some time to stretch these out. So if you do have an extra 2 to 5 to maybe 10 minutes, please use it to stretch. You can take a minute on each side and repeat this a few times if you would like, at least once. And then other thing is the back of your legs, your glutes, your butt. So if you would like to go into the one like this is one of my faves because you don't have to do anything. You can just let the wall kind of stretch out your hip for you. If you move closer, it stretches more. If you move further, it stretches less. And it just feels nice. And you can just chill here. So I'm going to leave you guys with those ones. I roll over the floor over here. Thank you so much to Tanis and Dave, who were in here live when my internet cut out, but that's okay. We made it, and hopefully you guys feel good. We are going to make sure that we do everything in my power to not let that happen again for the rest of the week. Thank you guys. Hopefully you have a great day, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.